Good morning students, welcome to the lecture series of Effective Technical Communication. We have started chapter number 3. The name of the chapter is Technical Communication. Till now we have completed 4 topics in technical communication. The first topic was the public speaking, in which we studied about how to speak in public, how to deliver the speech. There are various methods to deliver the speech that we have studied. After that we studied about the group discussion that we have already discussed. After that we studied about the presentation strategies. Okay, how to give presentation, which are the things that we have to keep in mind while giving the presentation. Okay, after that we studied about the interview skills. Okay, interview skills means you have to keep in mind that for giving an interview, some of the things that we have to keep in mind that are known as interview skills, and that we have studied in detail. Negotiation skills and critical and creative thinking. So only these 2 topics are remaining in this chapter. So after completing these points, the whole chapter as well as the whole syllabus of ETC will be completed. So this is the last lecture of ETC. Okay. Let's start with the negotiation skills. Okay, what is the meaning of negotiation? You have already heard this name, negotiation, right? Some people think that negotiation is bargaining, but negotiation is not only bargaining. Along with the bargaining, there are lots of things that are covered in the negotiation. Okay, so if we want to define negotiation, then negotiation, in simple words, it is one type of settlement. It is one type of settlement. If we want to define, you can see the definition on your screen. Negotiation is a method by which people settle differences. It is a process by which compromise or agreement is reached without, if there is any disagreement, then individuals will understandably aim to achieve the best possible outcome from that particular position, from that particular situation. This is known as negotiation. See, negotiation is basically used while you are dealing with someone. Okay, let's take the best example where negotiation will be required. For example, you are having a startup with you. Okay, you are having a startup, any new idea, innovative project is with you, and you want to present that particular topic to the industry people, and you want to sell your project to the industry people. Your expectation is around 5 lakhs rupees. So if you are having a meeting, if you are dealing with the industry people, at that time some negotiation skills will be required. So let us study that in detail. How does the negotiation process begin and how it ends? So the negotiation process will first of all begin from the preparation. You have to first of all prepare yourself for the deal. For example, you are going for a deal, then you have to prepare yourself. You have to be very clear about your project, your idea, your innovation. You should be very clear that what you are expecting from that particular project and that deal, right? After that discussion, you have to share your knowledge, you have to share your ideas with the other party, and you have to discuss that. You have to also mention the advantages of that particular project, which are the other projects available, what is the different thing, what is extraordinary thing of the project, that you have to also mention. After that, you have to give a proposal to him. You have to give a proposal to him or her, in which you are showing your expectations, that I am expecting this thing from my project. What comes afterwards? If you will give the proposal, then definitely bargaining will happen. The other party will try to bargain, but you have to keep in mind your expectations. That I want to sell this project at particular price. So after bargaining, the final agreement is to be done. So bargaining is also one part of the negotiation, but whole negotiation consists of what? Preparation, discussion, propose, and bargaining, and after completion we have to do the final agreement, right? Okay, let us study the steps one by one. How to do negotiation? First of all, preparation, you have to collect the knowledge about the project, product and the party as well. You have to also take some knowledge of the party, background, history, what is their requirement, what they are looking for, what are the strength of that party, what are the weakness of the party, each and everything you have to know. So this is about preparation. You have to create a plan. Two types of plan should be ready, plan A and plan B. If plan A doesn't work, then you have to continue with the plan B. Okay, you have to be very clear about the expectation from the negotiation. Don't be unrealistic. What is the meaning of unrealistic? If your expectations are very much high that are unrealistic, that should not happen, right? Because you should know that in market, if such idea is available in 10 lakhs, that you should not expect 20 lakhs from that. So it should not be unrealistic. Okay. So you have to keep a plan ready. Then body language is also important. Whenever you are dealing with the client, whenever you are dealing with the party, aggressiveness should not be there, emotional outburst should not be there. You have to control your emotions. Okay, and you have to also observe the body language while you will be discussing with the other party. The way he or she is talking will show the interest of that particular idea. Okay. If you think that he or she is interested, then you have to grab that opportunity and you have to finalize the deal. Okay, otherwise what will happen? The deal will not be finalized. So negotiation is very much important. Okay, try to go for a win-win situation. Now what is the meaning of win-win situation? In win-win situation, there is advantage of both the parties. Okay, both the parties will be happy with the deal. So try to create a win-win situation. And the collaborative negotiation always leads to a win-win situation. Try to cooperate and collaborate. This will give a better result. Okay. And the last thing, after finalizing the deal, you have to make a written contract. You have to make a legal contract in which all the terms and conditions are written. Because what will happen? While negotiating, some points that are important are to be noted in that contract. Otherwise what happen? Some parties will not remember, and due to some confusion and misunderstanding, the deal may get cancelled in future due to the misunderstanding. So it is very much important to make the legal contract with the party, okay, to avoid any type of confusion in the future. Okay, and you have to take signature of the stakeholders, so it is an on paper proof. Okay, so this was about the negotiation skills. See, negotiation skills of different countries are different. So in the next slide, in the next video, I am going to show a clip in which the different negotiation styles of different countries will be mentioned. So here is the video for you, students. students, our last topic of this chapter is critical and creative thinking in communication. Now, first of all, critical thinking. Now, what is the meaning of critical thinking? See, if you want to define critical thinking is a process of analysis and evaluation of an idea or a situation in order to form a judgment. It is known as critical thinking. What is the meaning of this? If you want to take a judgment or conclusion of any situation, right, of any idea, then instead of accepting all things, you have to do some research work, you have to do some analysis, you have to do some evaluation, and after that evaluation, you have to take a decision, right? So this is known as critical thinking in communication. Okay, it is a way of thinking in which you do not simply accept all the arguments and conclusion, but you have an attitude involving questioning each arguments and conclusion. If anything is happening, right, so you should think about that. Why this way? Why not the another way? Okay, why this solution is preferred? Why not the another solution? So continuously you have to think. Okay, continuously you have to think about that particular idea instead of accepting what others are thinking. That is known as critical thinking. Okay. Now, what are the advantages of critical thinking? The first advantage is it will lead to creativity. If you will think more and more, your ideas will be creative. So, it will lead to creativity. Then it will improve your communication skills. Okay. If you want to communicate this to other parties, then communication skills and comprehension skills will also be improved. Okay. In this, what is to be done? You are focusing on the facts and evidences rather than the opinions. If somebody is having more experience, you are not just accepting the opinion of them. What you are doing? You are believing in the facts and the evidences. Okay. Then clearly communicate ideas and solution. It will be helpful to clearly communicate. If you will think more, if you will research more, then you can communicate your ideas and solutions to others. And after that, last one is good decision making. See, if you will think that your thinking is perfect, means you are not just accepting the thinkings of others, accepting the conclusion of others, this will create a good decision making ability of yours. So these are some of the advantages of critical thinking. Our next topic is creative thinking. Okay, creative thinking is also very much important because nowadays what the public is doing, what the students are doing, they are not doing any research work. They are just thinking inside the box. They are not thinking out of the box. Out of the box in the sense you have to think differently. You have to think in a creative manner, right? So if you will think out of the box nowadays, then that is the key to the success. Okay, it is very much important. And you can see nowadays the innovations, the inventions, the solution to the problems of all the products, right? It is due to creative thinking only. See, we are seeing lots of innovations happening. Okay, so what is the reason of the innovation? The public is thinking out of the box. Okay, if I am saying box, now which box is this? Actually, we have created a boundary. We have created a boundary. And what is that boundary made up of? That boundary is made up of our thoughts. Fear of taking the risk. Many people are not able to take the risk. They have a fear that if I will do this, then if I won't succeed, then what will others think? So it's a fear of the relatives, fear of the people, fear of their thoughts, okay, the environment around which you are living, okay, then genetic also. Okay, so due to these type of factors, the people have created a boundary, okay, and due to that boundary, they are not able to think in a different manner. So if you will think in a different manner, right, then you can create innovations and innovations can lead to miracles. Okay, so creative thinking is very much important. If you will think out of the box there is infinite space and directions. Okay, creative thinking will lead to innovations. Okay, I will like to talk about many innovations. Like if we talk about innovations, for innovations creative thinking is required. Okay, we will take some examples of our college only. In our college, a group of civil engineering students from last 2 years, they are working on a project that is known as glass concrete. They have successfully completed that project, and they have also earned a grant of about 15 lakhs from the government. Okay, so this is one type of achievement, and this is the result of the creative thinking. Okay, then we talk about our own chemical engineering students. One group is there, they have made a project of nanoparticles, application of nanoparticles. That project has also earned a grant of 2 lakh rupees from the government. So if you will think differently, if you will think out of the box, if the thinking will be creative, then definitely you are going to get the results. So here we end our effective technical communication syllabus, our lectures. I hope more and more innovative projects will be made from your side, and you will also get some grants from the government. Okay, so this is about effective technical communication. If you are having any type of queries, then you can ask me personally. Okay, have a good day. Bye bye. Best of luck for your exams.